Hello everyone, it's been a while since I've done a video, but I've still been watching all of the journal lineups, Techo, Kaigi, ecosystems, and I just wanted to put mine on there. So this is what I have. Oh, nope, a couple more. These are what I have from 2026, but I'm not in these every day. There's only a few of them that what I would be in on a regular basis. So we're just getting into it now. If I'll just start off with the one I'm in every single day. Okay, let's get started. So I normally actually use these ones every day. It is the Hobonichi Weeks ice cream in the bow tie fabric, which is why it does not have a plastic cover on it, because I just love the way it feels. And if the whole idea of it, because that I like it, is because of the way it feels, then there's no point in me putting a plastic cover on it. And then this is the Oristel's Weeks that they had from last year, that I just have been redating. So the way this one for sure I'm in almost every single day, or I try to at least, at the very most. And I'll show you why. So I basically am putting my daily logs in here. So I use an entire day, an entire day, and kind of have 3 separate areas, like roughly, of the page where I put in the time schedule if I know the time or an appointment. Then in red, I'll write down what I ate. And then in blue on this right side, any symptoms, headaches, anything like that, or how I'm feeling. Maybe it's the mood that I'm in that day, anything that will go on this side. So I tried so that I can keep track of everything. So I'll just show you a page that I have here. So like, say for example here, I highlight in blue here, that's when I'm sleeping. I work graveyard, so I need a 24-hour clock. So here I'm even writing up what a weird dream I had. I had ice cream, cherries, and then sometimes I was journaling on here with the YouTube, and then using my stamps, and here's some more YouTube symbols, coffee, and I also have a stamp for my medication, which I always forget to take. So I use stamps and stickers, as you can see. There are days when I don't fill it in, which is fine. I'll try to roughly fill it in if I can. Here's another page I can show you. So here I'm using stamps, I'm using stickers. I'm trying to use everything I have, really. Once again, I have this side here for like time. If I'm in my car, I have like even my car stamps, friction stamps. These are stickers. I have more friction stamps. These are BGM stamps, and then I believe this might be Happy Planner stickers if I'm not mistaken. But I have like a bunch of different kinds, so it really just depends on what I have with me that day. I'm not really too particular about it looking very uniform, as you can tell. I just want to make sure that I have it logged in. So the reason why I do this is because I barely know what I did the day before. Excuse me. And I just want to make sure that I have it down, because I'm not going to remember, oh, I did the car wash like on Tuesday or anything like that. Excuse my throat. So, yeah, so this is the most important one, because this is what I could use to backlog. So these are basically current or after or what do you call it when you put in, this is all stuff that I have to do after. It's no planning. It's just a daily log. This is where I have planning. And here is where I have like stickers for the stamps. I'll put in appointments that I have, any days off that I have. Nothing too crazy. These ones I have decided to pre-decorate because I want to use up all my things. And so I don't use this every single week, as you can tell, and sometimes I don't even cross some of the things off. I try to keep it to like different sections where this is basically appointments or the entire event. Here is what I did, more journaling or anything to do's for that specific day. So I'll put usually here if I did went to the gym, any issues at work. Like if I don't have this log, I like to keep either this or this with me. At least with either one of them, I can put the information and then just transfer it over once I have all my books with me. So these are the main ones. I do like having this one because it's a little more detailed. And then this one is my monthly, so I can pre-plan everything, all my appointments and things like that in there. In the back of here, I have just some notes that I do, and I cross it off once I've transferred them into my reference binders. Instead of a commonplace book, I found that using a binder was much easier for me because I can move the things around. I found that when I did a commonplace book and just a bound book, it was difficult for me to find things even though it was in an index and color-coded. I rather just have it all in the same section per topic or subject. This one, I wasn't intending on getting this, but I really love the color and just the way it looks. I just really like it. And I do love these bow and tie Han books. So this, I use this basically as an extra, and I use this for the paper. I like to do some doodles in the page. I mean, they're not always the prettiest, and then sometimes I have a little bit of journaling in this one. It really just depends on what books I have with me that day or how much I'm going to write. If it's going to be something not a lot, I will use this book and journal, and I do not go by the dates in this one because I just use it as a notebook. Just ignore the dates for this. I then have my 5-year journal. This is a new one. Last year I finished mine, and again, like, I'm not in this thing every day, which is fine because this thing is way too, like, I can't carry this around. This is just way too big. So what I've decided to do is, because I have my daily log, I'll just transfer some of the information that I want to put in here for memories, anything I did or anything that sticks out, any kind of highlight or anything like that. I originally wanted to put on these pages a journal prompt, and then be able to see what the journal prompt is, answers would be for each specific year. But I haven't really found like one to use every day, especially since I'm not in this book every single day. So I haven't quite decided if I'm going to do that or not yet. I mean, I could do it going forward if I decide to. Then I have this one. This is an old Hobonichi cover. I forgot what year it was. I think it was maybe 2023? Maybe? I don't know. Anyways, so this book is a very old book, a very old journal I had. It is not a moleskin, it's what do you call it? Let me get this here. So this is an old notebook I had from, it's being held together. The spine is so old, but yet the book is still together. I still have, like, right now, these pages, And this I use as either morning pages or stream of conscience journaling. So that's basically for me. If there's an idea or something that I am trying to figure out, any kind of problem or something like that, I'll journal about it. And I find that as I keep journaling about it and just writing whatever comes to my mind, it helps to sort out what I want to do. And so this is what this book is. If you go to the beginning of these pages, this book was from 2010. Hence the reason why it's being held together like so. And I just wanted to finish the pages. This is a Piccadilly book. Looks like a moleskin. The paper is okay. It's if your pen is very wet, it will go through, but otherwise it's pretty good. Yeah, and then once this is done, I'll just use a regular notebook, or if there's any other notebooks that I have that I just want to finish up. These aren't things that I'm planning to look back on. The ones I have looked back at, some of the ones that I've had from 10 years ago in here, and to be quite honest, I don't really want to read those ones. This is where everything just came out, like everything, and I don't want to have to. I don't need to look at it again. So I might end up just burning this book or something. I haven't quite decided yet. But that is my morning pages stream of conscience journaling. And this is just whenever I have the time. I am not quite regular. I haven't made it a regular habit yet to do every morning when I wake up, since I do shift work. So I just do it whenever. The next book I have, this is a Hobonichi. This is the One Piece black leather book. And in here, I have an A5 Hobonichi notebook, a sterling ink, common planner. This one is the 2-year. And what I do with this one here, I haven't done anything with the weeks. I might just do gratitude highlights for the day or something like that. I have in this one, on this side here, just writing with a specific pen and ink combo, whether I like it or not. But I'm not sure if I'm going to keep up with that. But this is what I'm doing. Basically, it's all journaling with ephemera, and it's, again, not every single day, as you can see. And then in this book here, I have ephemera here. In this book here, this is like an everything book. So I put notes that I want to keep in here. Notes from podcasts, notes from anything really. And if it's something that I want to archive in a reference book, like say for example, I have these notes from a YouTube video from Dr. Izzy, and what I'm planning to do is to take these pages out and hole punch them and putting them in an A5 ring binder that I have, since I have quite a few, and then I'm gonna keep them as per subject, and those are my reference binders. This is the reason why I can't have a bound book for these things, because it's just all over the place and it just drives me nuts. So I just like having it all together into subjects. And not all of this is just notes like this. This is sometimes brain dumps, notes that I need to remember. Like, as you can see, it's not all very nice. But that's what I do with this one. Again, not every day, which I haven't really tried that hard to make it an everyday thing. Then this is the last one that I have. This is a Rotor-Faden A5 Slim. It says A5 Slim, but to be honest, I think it's more of a standard. Rotor-Faden from Gentleman Stationer, and it is, I love it. So this is my alternative to a traveler's notebook because I really dislike the elastics in the traveler's notebooks. What I did is, this is here. Let me just put this away. So I have my, here's how it works, is it's with these clips, and I can take the book out, and then I can put it back in if I want to do that. And I just find it way easier for me to do it that way. I even put like notes here, and then keep it as this. This is a Kokoyo Jibun idea book, and this one is an A5 Slim, and as you can see, it fits perfectly. And then this is a Sterling Ink Common Planner Compact, and this is an A5 Slim, but because it's such a thick book, it sticks out as well. So it doesn't really fit a big book, but it fits these very small books very well, and I just wanted to demonstrate that. I do have actually like, standard TN size, and so this is this book here. I can just open it up to a page, click, and then just stick it in here very easily. And these clips also can move up and down, so just to be able to fit the paper or book if you want, because you can actually just take a piece of paper that's folded like this and then just tuck it into one of them and then open it up and then stick it in there like that, and then just close your book. This is a card, obviously not what I was talking about, but just to demonstrate how easy it is to put notes in. So that is why I really love this cover. I do have one in A5, but it is white, and that was my big mistake, but I still love it. It is the configuration for the pockets. You don't always have a choice depending on whether it's a collaboration or you get it directly from Rotor-Faden in Germany. But it is definitely something I really do enjoy having, and I do have this as my notebook, and this is kind of planning. I don't use the monthly on this one, but I do like to kind of time block in here, as you can see. And then in here, I just have some project notes going on. So that is how I'm using my books. It took me a long time to kind of figure out what I wanted to do and what was going to stick. And so far, I think my biggest ones are these ones. I do like the passport size, which I have here. Just a minute here. Here, this is what I was using last year, and this is a passport cover, and this is hairbands. And what I do here is, you can see my passport. This is, where is this from? Oh, Orostel. And I just use this for like notes. So I have this notes here, and if I had to carry anything around with me, I just would bring this. I still do that every once in a while, just depending on what my purse is, what my bag is, because sometimes like this doesn't work, it doesn't fit all of my bags, this doesn't always fit in my bags, and then worst case scenario, I'll just bring a notebook with me and then use it as like just a dump, put everything in here, and then once I've transferred everything over, I'll just cross it out like this and just strike through that I've transferred it over where it needs to go. And that is how I'm using my books this year. Hopefully it stays like this. It's a little like all over the place. I apologize, but that's kind of how it is right now. I'm still kind of trying to set a habit on how to run these, but so far how it's working for me is basically I have these everyday books, and then I just kind of transfer the information into the appropriate notebooks. If I can, I like to bring quite a few books with me. I'll bring like maybe this will be the stock I'll bring with me on the regular, or this. So this is kind of heavy, but depending on where I'm going, if I'm going to someone's house, I can, you know, just flip through this. I'll do this for memory keeping and notes in here. I have just a little bit of planning and notes and planning and daily log. So like, once again, like this is all like extra stuff, and the main ones that I'm in are these two. I tried using this one last year as a monthly to do as my everyday carry, and I had to like, I drew it out and I didn't like it. I just wasn't sure I liked it just carrying these. I found that I really like the way the weeks is set up, so I ended up just going back to the weeks after I did this because it didn't really work out too well for me. I had them only in monthly in here, and then everything else is just notes. And then I would fold the page if it was if the notes were all dealt with and transferred to the appropriate books. Oh, I just want to thank you guys for stopping by. It was a little all over the place. I apologize. I'm hoping to get my next video a little more organized. This was just kind of on the fly, and I thought I'd do that. But thank you again for stopping by and seeing how I use my books. I really loved watching everybody's journal lineups, and I still watch them even now. So thank you for sharing yours, and I hope you enjoyed mine. If you have any questions, just let me know. Write them down in the comments. Thanks again. Bye.